Okay, this is our first class for grade 11 students, right? For grade 11 students, this is our first theory class. Today we are starting our class in living tissues. So before moving to the theory class, there are some new students. So to them, we want to explain the structure of the class, and also within 5 minutes, we'll explain the structure of the class. Then later we'll start the theory. Okay. So right, this is a tuition, tutory, whatever. We are conducting classes for grade 11 and grade 10 in English medium through Zoom platform. And okay, myself, I'm Fozul Karim from Putlam. Some of them you may know me, and most of them you don't me, right? You don't know about me, okay? And all of that, nothing is about. There's no nothing about myself and all, okay? And can you say what was your last term marks, everyone? 10 of them are here. Can you say what was your last term marks in your science? What was your last term marks? Just tell your mark whether it is low or higher. That is not the matter. Just 87, okay, mashallah. And the others, just tell your marks. That's all. 40, okay. It's okay. So some of them has got highest marks and some of them has got low marks. It's okay, right? That is not the matter here. Okay. And right. This is a structure of the theory class. Here, in our theory class, we have 75 Nirmani Pratibha. Okay, mashallah, nice, very good. Okay. And here we have three things that we note in our theory class. That is a worksheet and the notes and the slide. Okay. Adadu pullal, in our class, before the lesson start, I have uploaded the worksheets and the notes and the spot test and all. Worksheet mean you may have received the worksheet I have uploaded in the group and I have got the notes and all. Spot test mean, for example, today in our living tissues, today we'll study about the meristematic tissues and the plant tissues. So after studying the plant tissues, there will be an exam on Sunday. So Sunday we have exam on this living tissue that is called a spot test, and spot test will be conducted for 45 minutes and discussion will be conducted for 45 minutes. That is in our paper class. So I will explain that paper class section later, right? Okay. And here you can see the notes for unit number 1. Like this, we have notes for all these subjects. So before the class, you want to get the printout of all those notes. Okay. And the worksheets also will be there. So you want to get the printout of all those worksheets before the class. And past paper collections I will give and the content sheet. Okay. And one should be short note. All these things will be given to the students those who are following our classes. And before the class, you want to get the printout or no, cut time you want to get the printout, okay, right? And here this is a style of the paper class. There will be two sessions. Session number 1, that will be paper writing, that you will do the exam on the online. That will be Google form will be there will be a Google form. You want to fill those questions in the online, and then later the discussion will be there. But for the grade 11 there will be two part. Number 1, that is the paper class for the session that we are studying on that week. For example, today we are going to study plant tissue, no? So there will be exam on the plant tissue, and later there will be another question, another paper session, that is grade 10 revision, unit number 1 and 6. So like we need in this week today, so not today, in Sunday we are going to discuss unit number 1 and unit number 6. The past paper questions will be discussed, and before that one, the questions from the plant tissue will be discussed. So this is a style of the paper class that we are going to conduct on Sunday. Okay, that part will be discussed deeper in your paper class on Sunday. Okay, and this is the timetable for grade 11 students. You have Friday 7 to 10 theory class, and Sunday 6:30 to 10 you have the paper class. You have two classes, theory class and the paper class. Theory class will be 7 to 10 and paper class will be 6:30 to 10. So 6:30 to 10 there will be two sessions. What are they? On the grade 11 theory, so grade 11 paper, and next one the grade 10 revision paper. So there will be two paper class, two sessions. So that part will be explained deeper in your grade on your paper class on Sunday. Sunday ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை இன்ஷால்லா நான் அந்த விஷயத்தை நல்லா உங்களை டீப்பா விளங்கப்படுத்துவேன். What is the structure of the paper class? Okay. So today, okay, there's no need to explain what is biology, what is chemistry, you know, because you are grade 11 students, right? Okay. So we'll move to the theory directly. Living tissues. Okay. So before moving to the grade 11th session, living tissues and all, can anyone say what do you know about the cells? In your grade 10, you have studied about the cells in unit number 6. Okay. Can you say what is cells and what is cell theory and who introduced the cell theory? Can anyone say? What is cell theory?
Introduce the cell theory, The
Louder.
structural unit
God
of
is
life is cell.
spiritual.
Okay, one by one. Okay, Nas, Ammar, can you say?
The structural unit of life is cell.
Okay, very good. Okay, and another, there are other two things are there. What are they?
John Dalton is introduced the cell.
John Dalton. Oh, John Dalton, he not introduced the cells and all. He discussed about the atomic theory, right? Atomic structure.
Okay.
So new cells are formed
Then
from pre-existing cell.
Yes, okay. New cells are formed from the existing cells. Okay, very good. And the structural and functional unit of life is cell, and the all organisms are made up of one or more cells. So this is.
excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes.
Sir,
Okay.
கொஞ்சம் PDF கொஞ்சம் அனுப்பி விடையலுமா?
Okay, I have shared the PDF in the group, right? After the class, inshallah, I will send the group, okay? Because I don't have phone in my hand. Inshallah, after the
Okay,
class, I
sir.
will. Okay. Nida, yes, very good. Chelidans who want Redolf Virtue. Chelidans who want Redolf Virtue, they are the one who introduced the cell theory. And there are three content in the cell theory. What are they? Structural and functional unit of life is cell. And all the organisms are made up of cells. And new cells are formed from the pre-existing cells. Allah here, you know what is structural and what is functional unit. Okay, for example, here to build this wall, if we want to build this wall, we need the bricks. So the bricks are the structural unit of this wall. Same like that, if we want to make a book, we need a paper. So paper are the structural unit of book. Same like that, if there is an organism, the organisms is made up of cell. So that's why they are mentioning the structural unit of life is cell. Our organism, if we take an organism, that is made up of cells. So the structural unit of an organism is cell. So that is the first thing. Here you can see a dog here. So this dog is made up of cell. So what can I say? The structural unit of the dog is cell. That means the dog has made up of. The dog when it is made up of cells. Madalav theory, structural and functional unit of life is cell. And you may ask, sir, what is functional unit? You know what is structural unit? Okay, then what is functional unit? For example, you can see the employee in the company. So if this company want to run in a proper way, all the employee must work together. Am I right or wrong? All these employee must work together. Then only the company will run. Same like that, if the body want to work, if our body want to work, all the cells are working together. That is called as the functional unit. But the functional unit of this company is single per here. This one, everyone is a functional unit. If anyone is not there, if he is absent on that day, what will happen? Whole process will be cancelled or whole process delay. Same like that. In our body, all the cells are working together. That is called as the functional unit of the life is cell. So theory number one, the structural and functional unit of life is cell. I think this is clear, and I have studied this thing in a grade 10. So I will never explain the same theory again and again and again. Okay, because we want to know the grade 11 theory. Just we are doing a quick revision. Okay, and here all organisms are made up of one or more cells. Yeah, you know that one, right? Here you can see some microorganisms, unicellular organisms. So if I want to say, this is an organism, that means it's a minimum they must have even a single cell. So that means the organisms are made up of one or more cells. Okay. Here you can see that one, right? Here all these microorganisms are unicellular organisms. They are made up of one cell. And there are some organisms. These organisms are made up of more number of cells. So if we want to say, this is an organism, that means it contains one cell or more than one cell. Okay. So that was a theory. Second theory. If you see a cat, you can see by naked eye, right? That means they are made up of more number of cells. So they are multicellular. And there are some unicellular organisms. They also made of cells. Okay. Now you know what is structural unit and functional unit, and you know second theory, that is all the organisms are made up of cells. And third one, that is new cells are formed for the pre-existing cell. What does it mean? Can anyone explain me? What does it mean? That new cells are produced from pre-existing cells. You are studying your grade 10. Just if you know, you can explain or you can tell me, right? Anyone? Can anyone explain?
முன்னாடியே இருந்தது.
Come on. Yes, tell. சொல்லுங்க. Okay, listen here. Okay, here you can see a plant here, right? So if this plant is here, okay, here you can see a plant here. So this plant, you can see they are growing up, right? Here you can see it's growing. So what does it mean? Here the cells which are here, they are producing new cells. Here this plant, there is a small plant, okay? That small plant producing the new cells. So that's why the plant grows up. So that means here new cells are produced from the pre-existing cells. Already இருந்த cells ல இருந்து. Here you can see here another example here. If there's a wound here, the wound will be cured after some days, right? What does it mean? Because new cells are produced here. From where? എങ്ങിരുന്ന് produce from where does these new cells are produced? From the pre-existing cells. You may have studied about the mitosis and the meiosis and all. Ah, very good. Yes, okay. From the by the process of mitosis, here the new cells are produced. So all these things are discussed deeper in your grade 10 and all. But now I am doing a quick revision, right? So there is no need to worry about that one. So here new cells are produced from the pre-existing cells, means the new cell, புதிய cell வந்து already இருந்த cells வந்து produce. Here, if a baby is growing up, what does it mean? Here, there are some cells in the body. So these cells are producing new cells. So that's why the baby grows up. Here, because here we have cells. These cells, the cells present in this plant produce new cell. So what happens? It grow up. So if organisms want to grow, what does என்ன நடக்கணும்? What won't happen here? The new cells want to produce new cell. Sorry, the pre-existing cells want to produce new cell. Then only what will happen? The plant can be grow up. All the other process can be happen. So this is the third theory, that is new cells are produced from the pre-existing cell. Okay. So can anyone say that these contains within 2 minutes? Can anyone? யாருக்காச்சும் சொல்லலாமா? The three theories of the cell theory, the content of the cell theory. Anyone? Quick. Just turn on your mic and you want to explain me what are the three theory. Sorry, what are the three content of the cell theory? யாருக்கு மேலாதா? No what?
நான் சொல்லவா?
Okay, yes, I can tell me yes. Okay, Nida, okay, you have said the correct answer. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. Okay, next, second and third. You can turn on the mic and you can talk with me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, சொல்லுங்க.
Every single
All
organism made
organisms are made up of one or
Yes.
more cells.
Yes, all the
New
organisms
cells are formed
produce
from pre-existing cells. The
cells.
structure and functional unit of
Life
life
is-
is the cell.
Okay, very good. Okay, these are the content of the cell theory. Now, in your grade 11, you are not going to study about the cells and all. In your grade 11, you are going to study somewhat advanced about the tissues. In your grade 10, you have studied about the cell, the parts of the cell and the organelles and all. But today, in this lesson, in your grade 11, you are going to study about the tissues. Okay, then right. Here, Pulal. Now you want to know the definition of the cell. In your grade 10, you may have studied group of cell is called as tissue. Am I right? In your grade 11, you have studied a group of cell is called as tissue. But in your grade 11, there's a somewhat advanced thing. They had somewhat new thing for the definition. Okay, here listen. You can see a group of cell is called as tissue. That's okay. But they have had some additional thing. What is that? Modified to perform a particular function. If you know group of cell is called as tissue, okay. But here you want to add one more thing. What is that? Group of cell that has been modified to perform. You may ask, sir, what is that particular function? Why they are mentioned like that? You may ask. Okay. After discussing the tissue and all, after discussing the plant tissue, after discussing the animal tissue, you will realize, yes, okay. In the definition, okay, then, and you will be you will expect. Sorry, you will accept this definition. But now you may ask, say, sir, why they are mentioning that the modified to perform a particular function in போட்டிக்கிறாங்க, you may ask. But now it's okay. Now it may be somewhat new for you, but it's okay. But later, after studying the tissues and all, you will realize, okay, this is the proper definition. But in your grade 11, you have studied, grade 10, you have studied a group of cell is called a tissue. But in your grade 11, they are adding some kind of additional thing here, right? That is to perform a particular function. But now you may never got the 100% of the idea, but it's okay. Doubt it's okay. But later, inshallah, after discussing the plant tissue and the animal tissue, you will get the idea, total idea. But now you can put a small dot mark for the definition. You know the group of cell is called a tissue, okay, but you don't know what is that particular function. Why they have mentioned like that? You don't know the reason. Am I right or no? All the reason there is. You don't know the reason why they have mentioned like that. It's okay, don't worry. Later, inshallah, we'll explain that data deeper and deeper. Now, just skip, okay? Don't skip. Keep in your mind, but don't bother about that one, right? After studying the tissues, and you are like, okay, tissues are doing a particular function. Each and every tissue has a particular function. You will realize that one later. But now you are not familiar with the tissues and all. You only know one thing. What is that? Group of cells called a tissue. அது மட்டும் தான் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். You don't know the functions, you don't know the features, you don't know the other things and all. But so don't worry. After studying that part, you realize, okay, Unmatan, they are doing a particular, for each and every tissue are conducting, or they are performing a particular function. You realize after studying the tissues and all. Now, there's no need to worry. And plant tissues are made up of plant cells, and animal tissues are made of animal cells. You may have seen the background and all. Okay, background la pathing animal tissues and animal padamela pathing. Okay, don't worry about. Just skip those. Okay. So here plant tissues. In this lesson today we are going to study about the plant tissues. Later we'll discuss about the animal tissues. Okay. Right. Plant tissue pillar here. Can you say? What can you say about the tissue that are present in the leaf? Whether it is soft or whether it is hard. Soft or hard? The leaf, sorry, the cells that are present in the leaf, whether it is soft or hard.
Soft, sir.
Soft, okay.
Soft.
Soft, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, then what can you say about this one? About the roots, whether it is soft or hard.
Soft, sir.
Soft, okay. There are soft part and also the hard part, okay. So here each and every part of the cells, each and every part of the plant, if you take the fruits and if you take the stem, if you take the leaf, if you take the root, all these parts differ from each and other. Am I right or no?
Sir,
Each and every part has different features. Am I? சொல்லுங்க தம்பி. Yes.
sir, stem and heartless, sir.
Pardon?
Stem and heartless, sir.
Hard and hardness on yes, okay. Did I say soft? No, right? I am going to, நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன் தம்பி here each and every part of the leaf, sorry, each and every part of the plant has different features and different nature, different color, different function. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means the plant tissue, the plant has been made up of different number of cells. நிறைய kind of cells இங்க இருக்குது. There are more number of cells here. Different kind of cells are there in the plant. So now we are going to classify. Now we are going to classify these plant tissues, plant cells. Because you know, all these plant tissues, the parts of the plants are made up of different kind of cells. No? So now I am going to classify these tissues. They are going to group these tissues according to the nature. Am I right or no? எனக்கு பிரிக்க இயலுமா இல்லையா? Because why?
Yes, sir.
ஏன் பிரிக்க இயலும்னு சொன்னா ஒவ்வொரு பார்ட்டுமே different features. That means the each and every part has been made of different kind of tissues. So according to the nature, I am going to divide the plant tissue into different types, into 3 types. அவ்வளவு பெரிய type 3 types. Okay. Here listen Pula. Sorry, not 3 types, 2 types. Okay. So Pula here, just look at the view of the plant root. Here you can see here. The plant root here you can see the light color part. Am I right or no? Here we have light color part and here we have the dark part. Am I right or no? The tip of the root is very light in color and this one is dark in color. Am I right or no? Sorry, yes, okay. So here at the tip of the root, they are light in color and also they are very soft in nature. But here in this part, they have the hardest part and they are dark in color and they are not that much of soft, right? Am I right or no? The nulili part one, they are light in color, light on a color, and they are wet, light in color and also soft or hard. Yes, they are soft and they are light in color or light color. So from this observation, you can say, these parts are made up of some kind of tissue. Am I right? Or you can see the difference, right? So that part, that here, this one, we will name this part as A part, right? So A part is made up of different kind of cell, and the B part, this is made up of different kind of cell. Am I right or wrong? Here you can see the difference in the root itself. Root is a single organ. From that root itself, you can see two different things. And the tip of the roots are very soft and very light in color. And that part, the hardest, that is the tip in the part, this part is very hard and dark in color. So from this thing, you can observe, you can say something, that is, these two parts are made up of different kind of cells. So இப்ப நாங்க விஷயத்துக்கு வரோம். என்னன்னு சொன்னா பிள்ளைகள், here these cells இங்க பாருங்க, here this part, this one, in this area there is a kind of tissue which is responsible to produce new cells. They will produce new cells, but here they can't produce new cells, so that's why they are very hard. So எந்தெந்த பார்ட்ல new cells வருது அந்த part எப்படி இருக்கும்? They will be soft. So now you know there are some cells, there are some tissue, they are producing the new cells, and there are some tissue, they are not producing the new cells. Am I right or wrong? From this activity here, you can say here, this part produces a new cell, and here this part, they will never produce a new cells. So according to that nature, according to the ability to do the cell division, I am dividing the plant tissue into two: meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. How did I divide the tissues into two? How did I divide? எப்படி பிரிச்சேன்? According to what nature?
Cell division.
According to the cell division. The part which have the tissues which have the ability to do the cell division, they are called as meristematic tissues, and the tissues which doesn't have the ability to do the cell division, they are called as permanent tissue. So from here you can say this A part, that is made up of permanent tissue. Why am I telling like that? Why am I telling like that? The A is permanent tissue. Why? Because they don't have the ability to do the cell division. அவங்களுக்கு cell division செய்யற ability கிடையாது. But here, this light color soft part, this part have that meristematic tissue. The cells which are produced by this tissue are very, very soft. Because why? They are new cells, right? The new cells are produced here. So these new cells are very, very soft. But later what will happen? They will become matured and they will become hard. They will become rough and dark color will happen. So why? Because the tissues which are present in this area, they are new cells. So that's why the part is soft. That what does it mean? And the area cell division, in that area cell division happens. So that area is called, that tissue is called as meristematic tissue. And here this area, they don't have the ability to do the cell division. They are called as permanent tissue. So from the root itself, there are two parts. One of the part has the ability to do the solonga, yes.
Can you explain again?
Okay. Okay. So in the root, you can see two different parts, two different color. Am I right or wrong? Here
Right.
in the root, we have soft part and the light color part, and the hard part and the dark part. Am I right or wrong? They are dark in color. Who asked the question? Who asked to explain again?
Me. What?
Okay. Now is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. And here, Pulahal, here, this tissue are light in color. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
And they are soft. Why? Because that area contains very, very soft cell and they are very new. Those cells are very new cells. Because then only that they have been produced. And the area இருக்கிற cells வந்து நல்லாவே புதுசு. But here we have the cells which are matured. They are well matured. That's why the color of those part is very dark in color and they are very hard. So from this observation, you can say there are two different kind of cells. two different kind of tissues. What are they? One of the tissue has the ability to do the cell division. These area they are producing the new cells. So they have the ability to do the cell division. But here, the cells which are present in this area, they don't have the ability to do the cell division. Am I right or wrong? So in the
Right.
root kula, there are two parts. One of the tissue are producing the new cell, and another part that is not producing the new cell. So according to this thing, according to the ability to do the cell division, I am dividing the plant tissue into two. What are they? Meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. So from here you can say this part contain what kind of tissue? Meristematic or permanent? This area.
Meristematic.
Meristematic.
Permanent tissue.
Permanent tissue. Yes, that is very hard, very hard, dark in color. The cells are well matured. So that means they contain meristem, not meristematic, permanent tissue. Here, this one. Adidhan meristematic tissue. Why? They are very new in color. They were new, they are soft, they were very light in color. So those part in the tissues which are here, they are producing the new cell. Is it clear? Who said that? The meristematic tissue, who said that?
What?
Inga meristematic tissue ஆயிருக்குது.
Sorry, permanent, sir.
Permanent tissue. Why? What is the reason? Why are you telling here meristematic tissue? Why?
In the dark and
They are
hard.
dark. They are dark in color. They are hard. That means they are well matured cells. So that means they are not new cells, right? But here you can say the color is very light and the soft in nature. What does it mean? What does it mean?
They are forming new cells.
They are forming new cells. So the tissue present here, they are called as meristematic tissue, and the cells which are here, they are called as
Permanent.
Permanent tissue.
permanent tissue. Okay, very good. Okay. Who is that? KOEN? Yes, I don't know the name and I can't pronounce that name. Okay. But you are telling the answer. Very good, right? Okay. So, according to the cell division, according to the ability to do the cell division, I am dividing the plant into two. What are they? What's the name?
Meristematic tissue and
Permanent tissue.
meristematic tissue.
Okay, very good. Yes, meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. Okay, right. Now, now we are going to study about the meristematic tissues. Okay, listen, Pulal. Already you know what is meristematic tissue. They have the ability to produce new cells. That is the main feature of the meristematic tissue. Now we'll discuss some locations where these meristematic tissues are present. Okay. At the tip of the plant, here you can see the buds. Am I right or wrong? You can see the bud. So if I zoom or if I magnify the bud and all, if I see under the microscope, you can observe a structure like this. So here you can see the meristematic tissues. So those meristematic tissues will produce the new cell. Those here we have the meristematic tissue, and those meristematic tissues, what will happen? They will produce new cell. So then after what will happen? If they produces the new cell, what will happen to the height of the plant?
Increase.
The height of the plant will increase. And here at the tip of the root, already I explained this thing, right? At the tip of the root, you can see the meristematic tissue here. So these meristematic tissues produces the new cell. Then now what will happen to the length of the root?
Increase the length, mean
So-
width of the root, sir.
Pardon.
The height of the root.
Height of the root and height of the stem will increase because of the activity of the meristematic tissues. And here you can see the meristematic tissues at the apical bud. Apical bud topula and the nunila, there will at the tip of the apical bud you can observe the meristematic tissues. So they have the ability to produce a new cell. So they are
Sir,
producing.
apical bud is found in 3 places, no?
Pardon?
It was found in 3 places, no? Shoot apex, root apex, and axillary bud.
Okay, wait. I இன்னும் டைமிங்ப்பா நீ ஒரு ஆரம்பத்துல படிச்சீங்கன்னா ஓகே இன்னும் டைமிங் நான் ஒவ்வொன்றா வரும் ரைட் இப்போ இது புதிய புள்ளல்ப்பா புதிய கிரேட்ல வந்து they don't know about that one alone. Okay, so just be sabur and I explain later one by one. Okay, right. So here you can see the bud. At the bud you can see the meristematic tissue. These meristematic tissue will produce new cell. Then what will happen to the height of the plant? What will happen?
Increase.
They will increase.
Increases.
will be increased.
Okay, here this is the bud, apical bud. So in the apical bud, at the tip of the apical bud, if you observe under the microscope, you will observe that one. So you know the buds, and if you observe those buds under the microscope, you will observe a structure like this. Okay, this one. So they have the ability to produce new cells. So if அவங்க new cells produce பண்ணினால், if they produce a new cell, what will happen to the height? It will increase. So
Increases.
these
Will be increased.
these meristematic tissues can be found in the apical bud. You know what is apical bud, and you know what is the root tip. You know what is root tip. இது ரெண்டுமே உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். So இப்போ there are some other locations. Here I will explain that one, right? Do you know what is lateral bud? You know what is lateral bud? From the lateral bud itself, the branches are produced, right? From the lateral bud, what will happen? The branches will be produced. So ஒரு பிளான்ட்ல growth எங்க நடக்குதோ, the locations where the growth happen in the plant, in that places the meristematic tissues are there. So here, for example, at the tip of the plant, apical bud, we have the meristem. So because of the activity of the meristem, what will happen? The height will increase. So here at the root tip, we have the we have the meristematic tissue. So because of that meristem, what will happen? The height of the plant or height of the root will increase. So like that, here the meristematic tissue, the function of the meristematic tissue is to make the growth of the plant. So is it clear about the meristematic tissue and the function of the meristematic tissue and the locations? So can anyone say where do these meristematic tissue can be found? Can you say the locations? Pardon?
Apical buds.
Apical buds, okay, apical buds. And what is this?
Apical meristem, intercalary
Root tip.
meristem, lateral
No,
meristem.
I didn't ask the types of the meristem. I didn't ask the type of the
Root tip.
meristem. I am asking the locations. Where do they present?
Root tip.
Yes, at the root tip we can see the meristematic tissue. Okay, at the root tip we have yes. Apical.
Sir,
Oh,
அதுல போட்டேக்குது சார் present in specific location of the plant அவனு போட்டேக்குது சார்.
அடே நான் இப்ப என்னடா கேட்டேன்? இப்ப நான் கேட்டது மெரிஸ்டமேட்டிக் டிஷ்யூ எங்க இருக்குதுன்னு கேட்டேன். நான்
root
டைப்
tipல இருக்கு.
ரூட் டிப்ல நீ என்ன சொன்ன என்கிட்ட?
தெரியாம சொல்லிட்டேன், மன்னிச்சுக்கோங்க சார்.
ரைட், ஓகே. அதை சொல்லிட்டு வாய் வேற அடிக்கிறா. சரியா அது?
சரி சார்.
Okay. So at the root tip and also the apical and the buds and all and the lateral bud, apical bud, lateral bud and the root tip. So in these places, meristematic tissues are there. Then what are they doing here? And the இடத்துல அவங்க என்ன செய்றாங்க? What are they doing? Those meristematic tissues. Can you say what are they doing?
Increase the length of.
They are producing the new cells and they are increasing the height. They are increasing the height. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Pulal, is it clear about the meristematic tissues? Is it clear?
Yes sir, full
I'm
clear.
asking. Others, is it clear about the location and the function? And you don't know the features and all. Just I'm asking whether it is clear about the location and the function.
Sir, not clear, sir.
You are not clear, Sonali?
Akmal.
Akmal, you are great 10, right? So,
I am
sorry.
also.
Okay, don't worry, because you don't know about the cells and all. So, somewhat it will be somewhat harder to understand, but it's okay. Don't worry. Others, for grade 11 students, anyone?
Full clear sir.
Okay, so Amma, can you explain me? What are the locations
What? Which one, sir?
about the meristematic tissues? What is the special nature of the meristematic tissue? What is the special nature of the meristematic tissue?
Light in color. Softer.
Divide the
Ammar.
Light in color. Softer.
They are soft in nature, light in color. Okay, that is one of the nature. Okay, but the main feature.
Increasing the height of
Not
the
matured.
plant and
No,
creating new cells.
Not matured.
not matured. Okay, that is so. But they have the ability to produce the new cells. அதுதான் meristem. Because you know, Mahan, according to the ability of the cell division, I divide the plant tissue into two, meristem and the permanent. How did I divide the tissue into two? And I put it chain. Meristem
Cell
and
division.
I divide the plant tissue into the meristem and the permanent from based on which ability? Based on the ability to do the cell division. So meristem and meristematic tissue means they have the ability to do the cell division. That is a main character of the cell division. Sorry, meristematic tissue. Did you get the idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Amar, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So the meristematic
sir.
tissue means they have the ability to do the cell division. That's a very, very important character of the meristem. And the ability which is based on that ability, I divide the plant tissue into two. I divide the plant tissue into two, meristem and the permanent, based on which ability? Ability to do the cell division. So meristematic tissue has the ability to do the cell division. So the tissues with the cells that have ability to do the cell division. So you can write like you can write like that also. That is not mistake in that one, right? The tissues with the cell which have the ability to produce new cells by mitosis. You know what is mitosis and you know what is meiosis. So if I explain what is mitosis and meiosis, it will take some more time. So don't worry about that. But in the paper class, in this week, inshallah, I will explain about the mitosis and meiosis in the paper class. So in 1 6 in the week, revise in the paper class. Okay. So now you know what is meristematic tissue. They have the ability to produce new cells by the mitosis. Okay. And you know the locations. Where do they present? At the apical bud and the root tip and the here lateral bud. Yes, lateral bud. Okay, very good. So there are three places. This apical bud, sorry, apical bud, lateral bud, and the root tip. Now we are only discussing just the main picture of the meristem. There are types of meristem, and we are going to study about the features of the meristem. It's okay. Now we are studying the picture, main picture of the meristem. Later only we are going to study about the types of the meristem, feature of the meristem, all those things. Okay, Dane? Right. First of all, we'll put the features. Pulahal, those who are in the class, if I ask any question, you want to react to me, right? For example, you can put a thumb mark or you can speak to me. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, Dane? Right.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the feature of the
features of the
meristematic
meristematic
tissue.
tissue.
Okay, Dane? Right. So we'll
Okay,
start,
sir.
right? First one. The tissue consists of small size cells. We'll check whether it is correct or wrong. Okay, right. So here you can see the image of the meristematic tissue. Am I right or wrong? Here you know the meristematic tissue is here, right? So what can you say about the size of the cell? Here you can see the cell, some kind of cell. They are not meristematic tissues. They are not meristematic tissue. And here we have the meristematic tissue. What can you say about the size? Whether it is larger or whether it is small?
Larger, sir.
Okay,
Large.
I will show you another image. Okay, here we have the meristematic tissue. Here, this one. And
Okay. Small.
and can you compare this one and this one? And here there's another image. Okay, okay, here. Can you say whether it is big or this one is big? Which
Big, sir.
Okay, இந்த
The
கண்ணாடி
meristematic tissue is small.
இங்க பார் listen very carefully புலல். Here the cells are very small and they have been accumulated at one place. Okay, But here you can see big cells, right? Here. Am I right or wrong?
A permanent tissue.
இதெல்லாம் permanent tissue. This one, these are permanent tissue. But here we have what kind of cell?
Meristematic
Yes.
tissue.
So what can you say about the size? Whether it is small or big?
Small, sir.
Small.
Yes. But here. Now, can you say whether it is small or big? Here, this one. Now, circle பண்ற part.
Small, sir.
Here in this area, we have big size of cells, right? They are very matured and they are not the meristematic tissues. And here we have the meristematic tissues. The first nature, the first feature, they have small size cells. Can you say, is it clear? Here you can see big size of cells. They are not the meristem. Here you can see the meristematic tissue are here. So now you know the first feature, that is the tissue contain small size cells. So feature number 1. Now feature number 2, that is they don't have intercellular space. So before moving to this one, you may ask, sir, what is intercellular space? Am I right or wrong? So here, Pulal, you can see here in this cell, you can see some intercellular space. Am I right or wrong here? Intercellular space. So now the space between the cells. Okay, va? So in this cell, we have intercellular space, but this is not the meristematic tissue. This is meristematic tissue. This is not meristem. I have placed this image to explain the intercellular space. So now you know what is intercellular space. Now you know what is intercellular. Can you say whether the meristematic tissue has the intercellular space? Here, can you see any intercellular space here?
No.
Cells
No.
is there any space between the cells?
No.
No, because all the cells are packed very tightly. Can you see some space between the cells here?
No.
No, the cells are tightly packed. So here, the cells doesn't have, the tissue doesn't have the intercellular spaces. Anna, here you can see some intercellular spaces. This is not the meristematic tissue. This is meristematic tissue kadayadu. Just to explain what is intercellular space, I have placed the image. Okay, Tane?
Okay.
So here, can you see any spaces here?
No.
No, here all the cells are packed very tightly. They don't have any intercellular spaces. So now you know the feature number 3, that is they don't have intercellular spaces. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, now our next feature, that is they have a distinct nucleus. What is distinct nucleus? Or a Taliban, or clear, a very big at the center nucleus is there. But when you are studying the feature of the plant cell in your grade 10, what you have studied? Can you say? In your grade 10, you have studied the plant tissues. Sorry, plant cells. You have studied about the nucleus. What can you say about the nucleus in the plant cell? Normally, what can you say? Huh?
Maybe present.
Oh, no. Cells, nucleus, definitely there will be nucleus. But the size of the nucleus is very small, and we have a large central vacuole, right?
Yes.
But here you can't observe that large central vacuole. Here you can observe only a large central nucleus. So that is a special character of the meristematic tissue. That is, they have a nucleus, a distinct or Taliban nucleus is here. Okay, Dane?
Sir.
Right. Oh, சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, தெளிவான நியூக்ளியஸ்க்கு அந்த distinct நியூக்ளியஸ்னு போடுறதை விட clear nucleus in each cell னு போட்டா பிரச்சனை இல்லையா?
It's okay, but that the distinct or that is the proper term, right?
அந்த term word கட்டாயமா போடணுமா சார்?
But it is better to write that down, right? Okay.
Okay.
Here in this image, you can see that clear nucleus here, right? Am I right or wrong? A very big clear nucleus. Okay, right. And here also you can see. Here you can see the dark color. What is the reason for the dark color? In the area dark color, what is the reason? Why that reason is dark in color? We have a dark, very clear nucleus at that point. That's why the area is colored. Okay, right. So now you know 3 features. And 4th one, already I have explained. Normally, if you take a plant cell, they have a large central vacuole. But in this cell, in this meristematic tissue, we don't have that large central vacuole. We have only a very big nucleus. So, absence of large central vacuole or பெரிய vacuole இல்ல. Sometimes they may have small vacuoles, okay, but the large central vacuole, there is no large central vacuole in the plant cell. Normally, in the plant cell, if you take the plant cell, normally they have a big nucleus at the center. Am I right or no? So normally the plants have a large center vacuole, but here they don't have that vacuole. And fifth one, absence of chloroplast. Normally the plant cell will have the chloroplast, but this meristematic tissue, they don't have the chloroplast, so they can't do the ability to do the photosynthesis. They have only one function. அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கிறது ஒரே ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் தான். என்னன்னு சொன்னால், what is the function? What is the function of the meristematic tissues?
Creating new cells.
Producing new cells. Producing new cells. That is only the function of the meristematic tissue. They don't have any other functions for the meristematic tissues. And feature number 6, they have large number of mitochondria. Can anyone say what is the function of the mitochondria? In your grade 10 you have studied. What is the function of the mitochondria? What is the function of the mitochondria? Anyone?
Sir, we don't study.
Okay, you are grade 10, right? Okay, grade 11 students. Can anyone say what is the main function of the mitochondria? Producing power, producing the energy. Yes, very good. Producing the energy is the main function of the mitochondria. So here, these plants have large number of mitochondria. So these are the 6 features of the meristematic tissues. So we'll do a quick revision about the meristematic tissues. Okay, we'll start. First one, they have small size cells. Okay, feature number 1, and you know what is small size cells. And other permanent tissue, they have large size cell. But here's meristematic tissue, they have small size cells, and they don't have intercellular spaces. And you know what is intercellular spaces? And these meristematic tissue, they doesn't have the intercellular spaces. The cells are very tightly packed. Okay, and feature number 3, they have a clear, a distinct, a very big nucleus at the center. Here you can see the image here. Here, and also you can see here, here also you can see that one. We have a clear nucleus at the center of the
Sir.
cells. Yes.
Nucleus என்ன?
Okay, nucleus என்னன்னா grade 6ல நான் grade 10ல படிப்போமா. இப்போ நான் படிக்கலன்றதுனால don't worry, okay? Right, and here normally the plants have a large central vacuole at the center, but these plant cells, this meristematic tissue doesn't have the central vacuole because the most of the area is covered by what?
Cell wall nucleus.
Most of the area is covered by the nucleus. So there's no large central vacuole, but normally the plants the cells have this one vacuole, but here the vacuole is absent. Okay, and the chloroplast. Here these cells doesn't have the chloroplast, and they have large number of mitochondria. Okay, now we are going to study about the types of the meristematic tissues. Okay, so யாரு அக்மல் என்னன்னு சொன்னால் அது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம் தான் என்று சொன்னா நாங்க கிரேட் 10ல நம்ம 6ல நாங்க கிளியரா படிப்போம் regarding the meristematic tissues and sorry regarding the nucleus and all, but now there's no need to worry about that one. Okay, Melaicha Akmal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So here, Pulal, can you say those who have the worksheet? Those who have the worksheet? Just put a thumb mark in the chat box. Just put a thumb mark. Or if you don't have the worksheet, you can put no or something. Because if the most of the students have the worksheet, I can discuss the worksheet. If some of them only have the worksheet, that means it is waste. No, that's why I'm asking. எல்லாற்றையும் இருந்தா I can discuss that one. Okay, Ammar have others? Okay, others? If you have the worksheet, you can put thumb mark. If you don't have the worksheet, you can put no or something. Okay. வஃபா இருக்கிறீங்க. அடுத்து ஜுஹா, ரோஷான், ரனா ஜைனப். அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும் மஹல். ஓகே. நிலிஷா, முவாத், மரியம் இர்ஃபான், and Atik, and that car company, and Zikra, அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும் மஹல், and ஃபர்ஹத் மஹதி, அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும் மஹல். இப்பதான் பார்க்குறேன் எல்லாரையும். அம்மார், அக்மல், அஹமத், grade 11, Abdul Alim, and dot dot dot. So those are the worksheet. You can put a thumb mark, and those who don't have the worksheet, just put a no something. Okay. Some of them have the worksheet, and some of them doesn't have the worksheet. Okay. என்ன செய்வோம்? Nilisha, you are from Kahatwit, right? That girl. Am I right? You are from Kahatwit, Nilisha? Yes, okay, fine, okay. Right. So we'll discuss the worksheet. No, there's nobody to discuss the worksheet. Just discuss the theory. Then later, after discussing the theory, we'll come to the worksheet. Okay, right.
So we can write the questions in writing.
Who asked that question, Mohan?
Amma.
You had a great, excellent summer.
Uh,
Okay, if you wish, you can write the questions in the exercise book, but I think it contains how many questions? We have 81 questions, so it is better to take the printout. We have only 13 pages. That means 6 paper will be
Okay.
there. So now suggest panna, it is better to take the printout. Okay.
like an meristematic tissue அந்த part மட்டும்
மெரிஸ்டமேட்டிக் டிஷ்யூ மட்டும் நீங்க கொஸ்டின் எழுத போறீங்க அப்படியா?
இல்ல நீங்க சொல்லவும் கேட்க.
It's okay, it's okay. After discussing the theory, if we have time, we'll discuss the worksheet. So at that time, you can write the question. Or you can put the question number, you can write the answer. Okay. Right. So now we are going to study about the types of meristem. So before moving the types, can you say what is the main function of the meristem? I want to confirm again. Can you tell what is the main function of the meristem?
To create
Ability to produce cell.
Producing the new cells. Producing the new cell is the main function of the meristematic tissue. So with that idea, come to the theory. Okay. First one, apical meristem. And you know the apical meristem already we know, because when I explaining the feature in the nature and all, I explain by using this apical meristem. Apical meristem means at the buds we have the apical meristem. Here we have the apical bud, and here we have the root tip. So these are the places where these apical meristem are present. So in the apical bud we have apical meristem, and the root bud we have the apical meristem. So apical meristem can be found at the apical bud and the root tip. And the root tip and also the apical bud, they contain apical. What is apical? Apical and so on.
The apex.
Apical and nodi. Apical and nodi. So at the tip, at the root tip, and at the shoot tip. What is shoot tip? Hey, this is a shoot system. At the shoot apex, what shoot apex is? And the shoot system at the tip. That is called a shoot apex, or you can see apical bud. So at the apical bud or at the root tip, we have the apical meristem. So apical meristem are found at the shoot apex or root apex and axillary buds. And you know what is shoot apex? And you know what is root apex? What is axillary buds? I explained about the buds. Do you remember?
Yes. Yes.
Buds. Wait. Okay, here you can see the buds. So these are the axillary buds. So at the root tip, at the shoot tip or shoot apex, and the root apex, and the axillary buds. So in these places, we have the meristematic tissues. Okay, Dani? Already you know these things. Okay. Then what is the function of these apical meristem? You know what
to
is
increase
meristem?
the size of the
To
plant.
increase the height of the plant. Yes. These shoot apex, they will produce the new cells, and the height of the plant will increase. And at the shoot apex, at the root apex, at the root tip, we have the meristem. So they will increase the height of the length of the root. So the main function of the apical meristem is to increase the height. Is it clear about the apical meristem? Now
Yes,
you
sir.
know meristem na enna andu theriyum. You know what is meristem? They have the ability to produce new cells. That's okay. And you know the type of apical meristematic tissues. Under the type we have studied only one type, that is apical meristem. These apical meristem are found at the root apex and the shoot apex and the axillary buds. Oh, here you can see the axillary buds here, right? Okay. Now we are going to study our second meristem, that is intercalary meristem. So up to now, when I explain the nature and the feature of the meristematic tissue, I only shown the images of the root apex and the shoot apex. So now you are very familiar with the shoot apex and the root apex. Am I right or no? So you are very familiar with the apical meristem. You are very, very familiar. You have the clear idea about the apical meristem. But you don't have the idea about the intercalary meristem. Okay, Tane? So don't worry. Very easy on a theory. Okay? Yeah, listen. Huh? In this grass family, this bamboo and this sugar cane, you can see here. These parts are called as nodes. What's the name? Nodes.
Not
Nodes. Okay. And between the node, this area is called as
internet.
internode. What's the name?
Internet.
Internode. Now listen, Pula. Now listen very carefully. Yeah? Now listen very carefully. Okay. In these nodes, we have intercalary meristem. At these nodes, what do we have? We have intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem. So they will produce new cell. So if they produce new cell in both direction, what will happen? If they produce new cells like this, what will happen?
Increase.
The length of the internode will increase. Am I right or wrong? The length between the internode will increase. Here we have the nodes and we have the nodes. So they will produce new cell in both direction. So what will happen to the length of the internode?
Increase.
It will become increase. So what will happen to the height of the plant?
Increase.
They will increase. So the grass family. In this grass family, that is the bamboo, the grasses and all, and the sugar cane.
Ready.
In these plants, at the nodes, we have the intercalary meristem. So they will produce new cells. So what will happen to the height of the plant?
Increases.
Increases. So intercalary meristems are found at the nodes. So the length of the internode will increase due to the activity of above tissue. So they are found in the grass family. Is it clear about the intercalary meristems? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So எங்கட பழைய மாணவர் ரணாதேன மஹால், can you explain me about the these intercalary meristems? Where the location and the function? Rana Zainab?
sir.
சொல்லுங்கம்மா.
இப்போ வந்து கட் ஆயிட்டு மறுபடியும் நான் சேர்ந்தேன் சார்.
ஓகே.
நீங்க இதுக்கு முன்னைக்கு என்ன படிச்சு கொடுத்தீங்க எனக்கு தெரியாது சார்.
Okay. We can't do anything, man. The recordings will be shared in the group, right? Because I can't explain again because we have only limited amount of time. We want to cover the plant tissue. So
Okay, sir.
after the completing the theory, if we have time, we'll discuss again, right?
Okay, sir.
So Rana Zainab, can you explain me, Mahal? Rana Zainab. So, turn on the mic. Explain பண்ணுங்க. புதிய புள்ளைகளே சொல்லார்கள். So உங்களுக்கு முடியும். Support தரவா? No any replies. Okay. So Zikra.
என்ன கொஸ்டின் சார்?
I'm asking about the intercalary meristem. என்னப்பா இது? பழைய ஆக்கள் சத்தம் இல்லாம நிக்கிறீங்க. ஓகே.
சொல்லவா சார்?
இந்தா கொஞ்சம் மீறிங்க வாரேன். இந்த பழைய ஆக்களை கொஞ்சம் பிடிச்சிட்டு வரேன் நீங்க. There are some old students. We want to Mahadi. Right. Turn the mic and you can explain me what is but intercalary meristem. Mr. Bugatti, can you explain me? No. Right.
சார் சொல்லவா சார்?
Oh, yes, சொல்லுங்க.
சார் தமிழால சொன்ன பிரச்சனை இல்ல.
Yes, it's okay. Yeah.
சார் அது வந்து அத வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்கல நோட்ஸ்ல தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்.
The
அதுல வந்து
intercalary
வேலை
meristems
என்னண்டா
are found at the nodes, right? Okay. And you know what is node, right? Okay. Yeah.
its ability to increase the length of the nodes.
Okay. So the nodes are here. So within the nodes we have the intercalary meristem. So they will produce new cells. So what will happen to the length of the internode?
Increase.
It will
Increases.
increase.
Yes. Okay. Because they are producing the cells in both directions. So
And
male
they are found in plants of the grass
grass.
family.
Yes. Okay. Here in the grass, the sugarcane and the bamboo in the grass family, you can observe these intercalary meristems. Okay. Solongama.
The length of internode increase due to activity of about tissue means the intercalary meristem is a such a tissue, no?
Yes. Intercalary meristem is a reason to increasing the internode, the length of the internode.
Right.
Okay. Now. Okay. So Mahadi, is it clear now? You said that is not clear for. Is it clear, Mahadi? Yes. Okay. Right. And பழைய நீங்க வாரனே உனக்கு right. Okay. So now we are going to start our third meristem, that is lateral meristem. Okay. Now listen very carefully. Yeah. Okay. Here you can see the image of the stem. Okay. So here we have taken the cross section of the stem. Okay. So we have cut the we have the pen here. So we are cutting the pen like this. Okay. So we are cutting the stem like this, and we have taken the cross section here. So here you can see a name called as lateral meristem. Here you can see the lateral meristem. This lateral meristem has the ability to produce new cells. So when they are producing the new cell, what will happen to the diameter?
Increase
Increase.
diameter and height.
The
Diameter, yes.
diameter is
Here you can see
increased.
the lateral meristem as a ring. Or ring mari irukkudu. So these lateral meristem will produce the new cell in this direction and in this direction. Inside
New
and
layers are
outside.
formed, no?
Everybody?
New layers are formed.
Yes, the new cells are produced. So due to the activity of the meristem, they will produce a cell outside and also the inside. So what will happen to the diameter?
It will be increased.
It will be increased.
Tadipam kuda pogal because of the activity of the which meristem?
Lateral meristem.
Okay, very good. Okay, yes, very good. Here you can see another image here. So as a ring or ring madri we have the lateral meristem. So what will happen to the diameter?
Diameter will be increased.
Diameter will increase. Okay, very good. Yes, okay. Here you can see that one. The lateral meristem. Okay, okay. Here you can see the lateral meristem. Here, lateral meristem is here. So they are producing the new cell in the both direction. So what will happen to the diameter?
Increases.
When the time runs, the diameter increases because of the activity of the lateral meristem. So is it clear about the lateral? I will explain again. Okay, listen here. Here they have mentioned vascular cambium as the lateral meristem. So this meristem will produce the cells here in this direction and also the outside. So what will happen to the diameter?
Increases.
For example, if the lateral meristem is here, so they will produce a cell in this direction inside and also the outside. So what will happen to the diameter?
Increase.
Increase.
Yes.
Sir.
Sir,
Oh, solunga.
இப்ப நீங்க காட்டின அந்த மரக்கட்ட பிக்சருக்கு தானே சார்?
Here they don't have the lateral meristem. Just for the illustration, I have mentioned.
டெட் செல் தானே?
எப்படி சொல்லுங்க.
Sir.
இதுல ஒரு காலத்துல மெரிசம் just I have mentioned this. If you don't bother
சார்
about.
அந்த இப்ப நீங்க காட்டின இந்த போட்டோக்கு தானே சார்? இது வந்து டெட் செல் தானே சார்?
Yes. Once upon a time, ஒரு காலத்துல they had the meristem. So they produces the cell. That's why the what? the diameter increases. Okay. Nalaichama. So there's no need to worry about that one, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So no, lateral meristem cannot be found in the banana, right? Sariya. Okay. So can you say whether it is clear or no about the lateral meristem? Lateral meristem velanginaka.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Half phalange, half
Yes,
phalange,
sir.
sir.
Okay, those who didn't get the idea, can you put in the chat box? Those who didn't get the idea about the lateral meristem. Those who didn't get the idea about the lateral meristem, just put a message in the chat box. No one. So everyone got the idea about the lateral meristem. Okay, grade 10 student, don't bother about that one, okay? Grade 11 student, did you get the idea? Half
Yes, sir.
okay? Right. So,
Hmm.
oru tharam, vilangicha, iru
Yes,
tharam,
sir.
vilangicha. Okay, grade 10 students, just don't worry because அது விளங்காது. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry because it's okay because you're grade 10, you don't know about the cells, you don't know about the function of the cells. So without that idea, you can't study about the tissues. But it's okay, just you can be in the class. Even குறைஞ்சது பேர் சரி கேள்விப்பட்டீங்களா? The lateral meristem. Every meristem under இருக்குது. So there's no need to worry about that one. Okay, right. So everyone got the idea. And lateral meristem means the meristem that can be found in the stem, and they have the ability to produce the cells inside and the outside. So because of the activity of this meristem, what will happen? The diameter
Increases.
increase ஆக போகுது.
Increase.
Okay, diameter increase ஆக போகுது. யாரோ ஒருத்தர் கேட்டீங்க நடுத்துண்டான்னு சொல்லி. Is the center part? No, man, that is not the center part, man. Here, listen, here we have taken the cross section of the stem, right? So here, as a layer, if you take the stem here, as a layer, the meristematic tissue is there, a single layer. And the layer then they are going to produce new cell in this direction and outside. Is it clear, Ammar? Grade 11 Ammar.
Yes, sir.
That is not the center part. That is a layer which present in the stem. In this image, you can see that one right here, the pink color. Okay.
Hmm.
Here. So they are producing the new cell inside and the outside, so the diameter increases. Right, okay. So here you can see that one. The lateral meristem found laterally. What is laterally? Laterally ன்னு சொன்னா சைடுல, சைடு வாக்குல, ஓரத்துல, laterally, கொஞ்சம் சைடுல. So they are present laterally to the stem, and you know that one. And the diameter increases due to the activity of this tissue. And cambium tissue. You may have heard this term in a grade 10. Can anyone say where did we study about the cambium tissue? And
It may present in dicot plants.
Okay, that is okay. But in a grade 10, you have studied about the cambium tissue. No, not in the plant cell. Think. Nalla yosi parunga. In your grade 11, so
Sir,
grade 10.
In the life, community life
Yes,
unit.
another reproduction part. When I discussing about the grafting, I said that the plant which have the cambium, they only can do the twig grafting. In your grade 10, just take the twig grafting notes and refer in that part. They have mentioned like this: the plant which have the cambium have the ability to do the twig grafting. Reproduction under bottom in your grade 10. Under the plant reproduction, you may have studied this one. So the plant which has a cambium. So cambium it is a kind of lateral meristem. So when I explaining the lateral meristem, I said that lateral. So this vascular cambium, this cambium is a kind of lateral meristem. So they are doing the same function. What is the function of the lateral meristem? They are producing the new cell inside and the outside. So the diameter increases. So the cambium tissue also a kind of lateral meristem. Cambium tissue also a kind of lateral meristem. So there is no need to worry about what is cambium, what is the function. Oh my god, no. Don't worry. Sir, kind of lateral meristem. That's all. Okay, then. So, what is the main function of the lateral meristem?
Increase the diameter of the plant
Diameter of
height
the
of
plants.
Increasing the
Increase the diameter
diameter
of the
plant stem and the root. Stem டையும் root டையும் diameter increase பண்றது. Okay தானே?
Okay, sir.
Right. So, Pulal, can you fill this chart? Position,
Yes, sir.
function, and if there's any extra notes, you can put in that extra part. Draw a chart and fill the chart and put the message in the group. Okay? I will allow you to message in that group. The group la admin illa maakra, so you can do that one, right?
Sir,
Oh, yes.
sir, இதை நம்ம வந்து எழுதி அவங்களுக்கு photo பிடிச்சு காட்டணுமா?
Yes. Draw very quickly and just put in the group. Okay. Did you get the idea?
Yes, sir.
இப்பவே சார்
வேளாங்கலமா pardon?
இப்பவே ஆசிரியர்
Yes, Odane, yes. Just draw a chart and just write all these things. Position, you know the positions. Apical meristems are present in the shoot apex and the root apex. And you know the function increasing the plant height.
The plant height and
There is no any extra point. Okay? Is it clear?
okay.
And in the group, I have shared the notes also. So if you need, you can refer the notes and you can get the idea. Quick, don't take more time, only 2 minutes time. Just do it quickly.
Diagram send செய்யணுமா?
Yes. Those who are in the class, you want to do the work, right? Hey, man.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Please show that one, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Here we have the notes in page number 5. So those who have the tunes, you can refer that one. Or those who don't have the worksheet, you can refer the PDF. So now you can send a message in the group. Grade 11 25 page and grade 11 24 page. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh yes.
Sir, നമ്മുടെ own notes ல ഒന്ന് answer எழுதிருங்க.
Yes, you can write the own answer. Yes, okay, no any issues, eh?
Okay.
Don't take more time.
சார் வாட்ஸ்அப்ல போட்டீங்க பாருங்க சார்.
Okay, Hafsa அனுப்பிக்கிறீங்க and Akmal has in the answers. On the road to pay student by the notes. Then okay, family okay. Present in the stems and the roots. So Akmal and Hafsa has in the answers, right? Present in the stems and the roots, okay. Hafsa, you can add a term word like this, right? Present in the stems and the root laterally. They are found laterally. No, laterally means yeah, if you have the stem like this, they are found laterally. கொஞ்சம் sideல இருக்குது. So you want to mention that one, okay? And in diameter of the plant and the increase the cambium tissue found. Cambium tissue found in the dicot. Also a type of lateral meristem. Cambium tissue under சொல்றதும் ஒரு kind of lateral meristem. The cambium tissue is also a kind of lateral meristem. Okay, Hafsa, is it clear? And Akmal has the answers.
சார்
Okay. Oh yes.
நானும் அனுப்பி விட்டீங்க சார்.
Okay. Pseudopex superior external language and at the nodes increasing the length. The nodes, okay, when laterally found in the stem and the root diameter, okay, community shape, okay, right. And okay, right. So any others? Any others? If I complete the work, you can put in the chat box, right? Okay, wait பண்றேன். Okay.
சார் பிரேக் எப்ப சார்?
Break will be given at 8:30, right? We have some more time after the discussion of this meristematic tissue. We'll give that break, okay?
ஓகே சார்.
Nilisha has in the answers, okay? Root apex, axillary buds, shoot apex. Okay. Pulal, it is better to put in the group, eh? கொஞ்சம் groupல போடுங்கம்மா Pulal. Intercalary meristem found at the nodes. Intercalary meristem found in the nodes. Yes, okay. Okay, increasing the diameter of the plant or increasing the length of the found in the grass family. And Mahal or Nilisa, you can add that one, that cambium tissue. They are found in the cambium tissue, also a kind of lateral meristem. So that extra part you can add that one, okay? And Nashif, Ahmad Nashif. Ade Mahan, you have got the printout, right? Okay, very good. Shoot effects, nodes and the stems and the lateral meristem, okay, increasing the length of the ring, height of the increasing diameter of the plant, okay? Cambium tissue, right, like this. Cambium tissue also a kind of lateral meristem like that, okay? Found in the grass family. And here root apex, shoot apex, literal but ilma yarma idu all Sufa Asdeen Ammar 1 2 3. Mahan, correct that one, okay? That is lateral but, okay? and nodes lateral present in the stem increasing the diameter can be okay. Found in the grass increasing the diameter intercolor image. Okay, very good. Okay, Khair and Muad. Okay. நீங்க ஒத்தொத்தி அனுப்புறீங்க போல. Don't say like that, okay? Right. புலா நீங்க இது பர்சன் அனுப்பிக்கிறீங்க ஒரு சிலர் ஓகே ஓகே இட்ஸ் ஓகே பட் இட் இஸ் பெட்டர் டு புட் இன் த குரூப் ஓகே சம்டைம்ஸ் ஐ ஹவ் ஆர்ச்சிவ் ஐ ஹவ் புட் இன் த பட் அந்த ஆர்ச்சிவ்ல சட்ல போட்டிப்பேன் ஸோ அட் தட் டைம் ஒரு செட் பண்ணிக்கல எல்லாம் போயிடும் ஸோ இட் இஸ் பெட்டர் டு புட் இன் த குரூப் ஓகே present in the stems okay the found in the knots found in the stem okay lateral the diameter increases can be okay found in the grass family sugar can increasing the node okay increasing the height of the plant okay very good Yusuf and Rida grade 11 sir Tamil medium online class நடக்குது அப்படி class இருந்தா please okay அது வேற மெசேஜ் okay right that's all so any others sending the others okay I said now okay right so Bilal these are the things we'll move to the notes and we'll get the idea so lateral meristem apical meristem are found at the shoot apex and the root apex of the axillary buds okay Tane shoot apex and the root apex are found in axillary buds and the root apex and the shoot apex what is the function increase the height that's all and for the intercalary meristem they found at the nodes the increase the length of the internode and the extra part you want to mention they are found in the grass family that is the extra part is it clear yeah this one is the extra part okay and third and lateral meristem they are found laterally for the location and the diameter increasing is the function and a special part you can mention like this here cambium tissue found in the dicot they are lateral meristem so Pulal now the time is 8:30 so 15 minutes break will be given so we can be class at 8:45 sharp 8:45 come back to the class sharp 8:45 okay Dani so now you can leave the meeting and come back at 8:45 the class will be conducted up to 10 okay so jazakallah khair assalamu alaikum and good evening so now you can leave the meeting and you can join at 8:45 okay be on time please be on time right